Hi, everyone. Welcome to Idea Khichuri, the flagship podcast on 30-day challenges and then reporting back what has worked and what hasn't. For the month of December, we're doing a dopamine detox. Adeeb or Ishmam, do you want to explain to the audience what we are doing?
All right, guys. So in the dopamine detox challenge, what we're doing is over the course of the month, we won't be using any social media except for some minor exceptions in terms of using the Idea Khichuri socials. We won't be gaming at all. We will not be watching any movies or series, Hulu, YouTube, Netflix, all this crap out of our lives. There are some other exceptions as well. Uh, we will be I'm a Kiki Chilo, bro. Fuck. Sorry.
We're allowed to basically do something socially. So, like I played chess when a friend was over with on a chessboard. I think that's fine. So that's like so small stuff like that. If it's to make a social event be better, it's okay. I think that was our
Right.
exception.
We don't want
Um,
to be buskills because of
yeah,
our
yeah,
damn
we don't want to
challenge.
be absolute buzzkills for an entire group of people. But that doesn't mean this we are gonna go ahead and find a group of people every day so that we can go watch a movie or something. But yeah, I think we've been doing the challenge. I think we're on our 12th day. We've had a bit of recording issues, so we couldn't record for a while. So yeah, we are currently doing the challenge. I guess we could talk about what we want to see ourselves getting out of this challenge. So if you want to go, Fardeem.
Yeah. So mainly, I think I want to. So I use, say, YouTube, social media, Netflix, as a form of instant gratification, which makes me procrastinate a lot. Like as soon as I hit anything difficult, like even remotely difficult, I'll just control tab out of it and then go to like Netflix or Hulu or whatever. Um, so I am hoping that because of this challenge, I'll be more focused and I'll be able to get more interesting work done and just have a more sense of clarity. I think, especially given that the end of this year has been very challenging for a lot of us because of COVID. Um, I want to get some clarity about my life and get some grounding without the distractions of social media.
So yeah, Adi.
Yeah, I think recently, Amar, I've gotten quite used to having social media and using my phone all the time. So my schedule would probably be like I'd touch my phone as soon as I woke up, almost in some cases. And what I'm expecting from this challenge is basically allowing me to detach from these technologies that I've become quite accustomed to and maybe a bit too dependent on, just to see how I can find other ways to replace these activities to spend my time well. Um, it's a 30-day challenge, so it's not obviously not going to be easy because it's a massive behavioral change. But let's see how we get on with it. Fardim, sorry, Ishman.
So yeah, for me, I think I have had the same issues as Fardeem and Adib. I don't have as big of an issue with social media, but that is in some ways an interesting story. My father, when I was in grade seven, told me that I was addicted to Facebook, even though I don't think I was. And that pissed me off, and that made me go on a social media detox back then. And that has sort of essentially changed the way I view social media because I realized how much I wanted to sort of see what my friends were doing and like the fear of missing out and all that. Like I sort of saw that in the grade seven me, and in doing that, like I don't think I struggle with social media as much, and I always used to take pride in that fact. But recently, I've realized that I use YouTube instead of social media. So how people use social media, I use YouTube. Netflix to a certain extent. Anytime I'm sort of struggling, as Fardeem said, I would just hop on to YouTube. First, I'd say, oh, let me just look up something in relation to the problem. So let's say I'm stuck with a maths problem. I'd be like, oh, let's see how to do this. And then I just find myself in a rabbit hole. And, 3 hours in, 4 hours in, I'm searching, why did Pinocchio have a long nose, So that I wanted to get rid of that, and I've been trying to do that for the longest time, and I never got to doing it. And because we have a platform over here, doing it with Adib and Fardim always gives me the required motivation to beat them, and that makes me want to do it. So yeah, I guess something we can also talk about right now is, unlike other challenges, in this challenge we actually have money on the line. And so, do any of you guys care to elaborate?
This was completely Ishmam's idea. Man, super competitive, and he put money on the
Oh,
line,
he
which
just
is
wants to scam us
definitely.
of our money.
I'll be honest though, man, the money on the line, it really made me take the challenge way more seriously. What happened with the art challenge was that Amar hit rate personally was not that good. I missed a few days, whereas Ishmam, like, kudos, bro, to consistency. Your consistency was insane. You were 30 for 30. But so after I think we put what, $100 each on the line, and whoever misses out has to pay up 100 at the end of the month. Um, it's been hard for me because I was disagreeing with it initially, but after after I saw that without that I probably couldn't keep my promise, I opted in, and it's been what it is actually. Fadim?
Yeah, I mean, I feel the same way. I think the the aspect of losing money certainly makes the game more interesting. So yeah, I'm excited to see how this is going.
So yeah, just to clarify, the main reason I wanted to put money on the line was not just to keep Fardim and Adib in line, although that has definitely helped. It was in some sense keeping me in line, because I remember when it was the sleep challenge and I messed up like a few days, I sort of gave up. And I thought about it and I was like, how do I make all of us more incentivized to sort of make make it so that we um, achieve the highest amount of days of the challenge that we're trying to do. And I realized that having a certain amount of money on the line, like, people say put your money put your mouth no, sorry, put your money where your mouth is, not your mouth where your money is. That would be disgusting. Don't do that. um, but yeah, and I was like, yeah, why not do that. Initially I was like, let's just do something small, like $10. But I realized if it's just $10 and I'm having a hard day, I'll just be like, fuck that $10. Like, who cares about $10? Like, I mean, it's a lot of money, but you don't realize when it's like these long challenges, some days they're just like super hard. Like, you feel depressed. You're like, nothing's going well for me. Like for the dopamine detox, it could be just like, oh, if I only could just go on YouTube and just search this up and like just forget about my problems for a bit, my life would be easier. But I didn't want that. Um, I wanted a significant amount of money just so that we are tempted from that temptation. And scamming Adib and Fardim out of money is just an added bonus.
Of course, the devil.
Yeah, man. No, I 100% see what Ishmam's like. The Netflix thing is really bad, man. I always have a Netflix tab open, and whenever
Oh my
I'm,
god.
well, it's always open on my browser. In fact, at times I've had two windows with two Netflix tabs, and I'm okay. I can't log in from one of them. I have to close the other one. That's a hassle. Like, I watched that many shows. I binge watched that stuff. So I really hope to get a lot of that out of this challenge. And yeah, let's see how it goes. Do you guys want to get into the exact? Did we go through all the details?
Yeah,
I think so.
so about the details, about the rules, I'll post them right now on the screen.
Just
And
post it when Adeeb was explaining it. There was like a thing, right? Just have it on like where his video is. That
yeah,
might
okay,
be helpful. Yeah.
yeah,
So yeah, I think
and
that's it.
yeah.
So
Just to follow up, you can follow Idea Khichuri on Instagram to see our daily updates
right, we're doing daily
and
check-ins.
daily check-ins, and that
Also,
is all.
one thing. If you guys like our content, don't forget to subscribe and share it with people so that we can grow this community. We post regular updates on Facebook and Instagram, as Fardeem said. Make sure you're engaged with us there to keep up to date. That's all. Stay safe and keep cooking.